What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Dominic at TracyHonda.com. You can actually really reach out to me, Dominic at TracyHonda.com. I just wanted to clarify that. I didn't know that nobody took it seriously. However, here we go. This is a fully loaded with accessories Honda CR-V 2021 Touring Hybrid. Big congrats to Miss Melody. So as you hear it kicking in now, that's because the battery is charging. You'll hear it shut off in just a minute. A couple of things I want to point out on this vehicle while I'm doing a little walk around on this vehicle. One, in my family, we've had this vehicle since 2017. It's a workhorse. It's completely awesome. We love it. And this lady here, super awesome repeat guest of ours. She loves hers as well. So she did want this to be just black, but because of the configuration with the battery being right there, we had to give it to her with that blue right there, which actually looks pretty darn nice. It's not a bad touch. See as I back out right there? Anyhow, if you don't have a hybrid CR-V, you know, I always like to do this for y'all. What you can do is you can remove this. You see that? You see that? So that's where it goes. Anyhow, you can remove this, pull this up, and you ever notice that it's empty down there? Well, you put this on those ends. Check it out. Now keep in mind, this is a hybrid, so it doesn't have it. But if you put this, you know what I mean? You ever notice that you have that area right there? And then you put your cover on top rather than if you have it on the flush bottom part, you'll see that it actually covers up your this tonneau cover of yours, which is awesome because hey, sometimes you don't want to have things exposed, but sometimes you actually need the space. Speaking of space, if you grab these handles here, they'll actually drop that. Big shout out and a big thank you to my detail crew who applied Seal-A-Jet to this vehicle. This vehicle looks phenomenal. Speaking of which, take a look at that. You might hear some folks talking in the background. Got some guests here that are servicing their vehicle at the competition, Toyota, but they're thinking about switching over to Honda. I said, you know what? That is a great brand. So pardon me while I'm fumbling around with this here. I wanted to set that back in. And there you go. They're good. So once again, there's the back end. Comes standard all-wheel drive. Touring, you're also going to see sensors and all of that chrome accents in the trim. That's going to be your Touring there. Well, those wheels right there, those Touring wheels are super popular. Because this wonderful return guest of ours has a toddler, even myself, shout out to Little Mamas, who has a, well, she's 4, but have you ever noticed if you have a little one, they actually get in the car by going like that with their little shins? So this is going to allow them to step up. Or tell me this, have you ever owned a vehicle and you don't like taking it to the car wash, you like to wash it yourself, and then you try to dry this? Well, watch this, check this out, magic. You see what I mean? Some things aren't there for gimmicks. Some things are truly there because they help. Imagine if you have the racks, stepping on top of there is going to help you as well. So as you see right now, the vehicle is circulating. Let's go ahead and read this off to you. You can go ahead and pause it at any point. But this is a vehicle that has been Seal-A-Jet. So this is what we've used, gosh, for over a decade now, probably longer. Super phenomenal company there. So I want to give a quick shout out to Seal-A-Jet. Go ahead and pause it at any point if you want to read about them there. So here's the rest of this. You got your wireless charger, which is super awesome as well. That's going to allow the wind to blow through. That's going to cut the vent off. Man, they got that vehicle looking super nice. So you see what I mean right here? So she wanted them to be all dark. Figured the blue was going to fade away. So we got that all, and it looks nice. It just kind of just blends in perfect the way it has to. So another side angle here. I'm gonna just take it for a lap around, go park it. So it's not mistaken for a vehicle that's for sale. Now, if you know what, right now at the time of this vehicle, the recording date of August 12th, 2021, we're currently in the middle of a worldwide chip shortage. What I would do is just put chip shortage 2021, and it explains it a lot better than any salesman. Had this vehicle running for 10 minutes, so it shuts off. I'm gonna restart it, but whatever the last setting was, that's what it's gonna do. So I am always a fan of auto. See how it goes, hear how that fan just goes down? Navigation standard on this vehicle. That's gonna be a Garmin. So if you're familiar with Garmin, you'll probably be familiar with that. Let's go back to the home icon. If you sync your phone, bam, you'll see Apple CarPlay or Android Auto right there appear. Your settings. We got this vehicle setting right here. The top of its TPMS calibration. You calibrate the vehicle. It's going to calibrate the tires, sensors, bam, and as soon as it's done, it'll say it. So what that does is, say you have a tire pressure monitoring system, the TPMS light, you know, for example, like out here in California, we like to go to Reno and Tahoe, and up there in those higher elevations where it's colder, the pressure in the tires drop. So bam, right there. Speaking of looking at this right here, check it out. You notice there's no tachometer. However, when you're driving this vehicle, okay, there's a couple of things I want to point out, and I'll show it to you in a minute. One, that's the battery of the vehicle. That's how full or empty it is. And then right there is your gas. Oh, speaking of which, looks like we have to go fill this gas tank up. Right here is how you turn your sensors on and off. This is your road departure mitigation. And then this right here is your power lift gate. This is your collision mitigation braking system. So say, let's talk about this a lot. So say you're driving, boom, boom, you're weaving in and out of traffic. Have you noticed as a Honda owner, it just says braking, braking, braking? Well, if you do that enough, you're gonna basically set off all those sensors, and it's gonna say right here, collision mitigation braking system, go see your dealer and things of such. Well, if you hold this down for just a few seconds, you hear that loud beeping noise, and what that does, which it can only do when you don't have settings mode on. So if you hold that down, watch this. That turns it off. Now, I don't recommend you turning this valuable feature off. However, if that's something that you're noticing, could save you potentially a lot of money for them to just look at it, right? Anyhow, so let's go ahead and show you how to operate this. So you see the R is going down, just like when you get gas. You see how the arrow is pointing to the left, indicating that the door for the gas is on the driver's side. So you hit the brake button like you normally would, apply the brake pedal, and push down. Good old hybrid sound here. So check it out. We got this angle here. This right here is your rear cross traffic alert. If somebody were to come here, maybe in the video somebody will just randomly pull up, you'll see not only will you hear an alert, but you'll see a car coming from the direction that the alert and the arrows, the orange arrows, are pointing towards. You notice, speaking of which, you can see all the way down here, and you can see all the way down here. Well, if you push this right here in the middle, bam, you notice how that kind of like zoomed in. And then lastly, right here, say it all the time. As long as you park at or above these yellow dots, then you can walk behind your vehicle. You still got this square right here. You keep that square exposed, you can basically open up your hatch. Super valuable feature. Strongly recommend you try it out sometime, especially with a hybrid where we're come back into our garages or what have you, because you know we're not going to really be emitting so much carbon. Anyhow, I'm just looking at the rest of this interior. As I'm talking, I'm actually looking because it's awesome, and it's very rare that I see this. You want to go all EV, there you go. You just put it there, and if there's any battery on the reserve, it'll tell you, and see it goes green for EV mode. Econ mode is exactly that. I recommend you go into Honda Econ mode. sport mode, all the basically drive mode features are explained. I don't know how to do the thing where you just click here and it'll pop up, and I don't think I have permission from Honda to do that. Brake hold, super awesome. So say you're at a stoplight, okay? You got your seatbelt on. Put the car in reverse. Oh, actually, check this out. You guys are gonna love this. Watch this, rear cross traffic alert. Ah, no. See that? Bam. See what I'm saying? So when it detects a car, it'll do it in that direction. Anyhow, so let's go to back up here. Hope you guys are enjoying the tail end of your summer. One more day left to the last day of summer. So brake hold. You hit brake hold. Check this out. You stop the car, okay? You let go of the brake. Watch this. See that? Brake hold. Holds the brake for you. Imagine if you had a stoplight, a stop sign. So that's going to be that. Secondly, if you drive this vehicle slow enough and you keep on the left-hand side of that white line right there, that's going to basically keep you operating in the battery-only mode. So let's go ahead and pull this up right here, out of the way of everything else. And I want to show you the rest of this vehicle with lights on. And oh man, check this out. Conversation mirror. So see, you can talk to your back seat right there. So if you have a little one in a car seat, it makes it a lot easier than if you do this type of a deal. You ever done like that? So you can see the baby and then see the back at the same time, because that's what I do in our Ridgeline. So one thing I definitely can't wait when we switch to the black edition is having that conversation mirror. It's gonna be super awesome. Anyhow, let's go and park it, pull the emergency brake. Sunroof. Hit the car off, power off, wireless charger, gas on top, hood on the bottom. Let's go ahead and show you that. You got your lumbar up, down, in, out, seat forward, seat back, seat forward, seat back, up, down, all those positions. Memorized seatings, surround sound. I got something special coming up for everybody. I can't not wait to show you that. Anyhow, right there, rear seat covers for the baby. Easy to get up on here. So if you have to say dry your car off, put something on top, or if you have a little one that needs to climb up there, make it super easy for a little one to do that. You close the door and you hit that, bam, you're gonna lock it. Are they still on? Yes, they are. Look at that, isn't that brilliant? Looks so nice. Full LEDs. So once again, big congratulations to you, Miss Melody. Thank you so much for your patience. This vehicle has been pre-ordered for, holy cow, it's been like 10 weeks, 2.5 months or something. So she's gonna be super excited. I actually need to take this vehicle to go get gassed up. So let's go ahead and do this. Capless, so vacuum sealed. Gas can go in, but can't come out. What's going on, sir? Our technician, John. And let's go ahead and do the good old, let's see if it stays up this time. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I keep that in all the videos because, you know what, hey, why not? Not ashamed of the bloopers, but let's go ahead and, man, isn't this just a habit for all of us now? Oh, Dom. Let me put that away somewhere else. But my goodness, this is a phenomenal, wonderful, awesome vehicle. I love it. I just think it's fantastic. You guys are looking for a vehicle or what have you, you can reach out, come on by. As for me, Dominic by name, they call me Dom, or your favorite bald guy. You know exactly who you're talking about. Slowly climbing up to that 1,000 mark. I know once we get there, it's gonna be nothing to flip that, double that, triple that, quadruple that. But it's the first part that's gonna make me excited, because I'm gonna be able to offer advertisement to all of y'all from these folks here at the Ken Harvey Group which is going to be awesome because it's going to be exclusive offers that you're only going to see here. So, hey, even shout out to the competition that's going to learn how to do that, or even if you guys just bit that idea and do it before me, it's all good. Don't mind sharing it. It's a big pot. Here's some of my my buddy Dave. My buddy Dave. He doesn't even see. There he goes. What's up, my man? Heck yeah. I don't own the rights to the next sentence, but I always ask people if they've heard of the show Cheers, you know? And for those of them that do, like, yeah, but I'm kind of like the Norm Peterson of the group here. I mean, obviously being short and chubby, I can't be, tall and slender like Cliff, but every time that gentleman would say afternoon, everybody, they'd be like, Norm. Anyhow, they do that here. They just say Dom. So, big thank you for every single one of y'all. Oh, hey, look, 11:11 on the clock. And you know what? I hope all your wishes come true, ladies and gentlemen. So with that said, now return you back to your regularly scheduled programming. We're gonna go ahead and gas this vehicle up, go take it out of the way of everybody else. And hey, man, whatever y'all doing, however y'all doing it, blessings to you, your happiness, your health, your loved ones, your family, your friends, and most importantly, you. Have a great one.